It looks like you're doing stuff, but to anybody who's watching, he's actually on Instagram.
It looks like it's like how a DJ set works.
Yeah, exactly.
He's just twisting up knobs, and it's like,
Oh,
this guy's a pretty great pilot. Check out my fresh style, yo.
yeah.
Zach, when was the last time you were in the chopper?
It was right before your incident.
Oh.
We were practicing autos, and then a week later, yeah.
Oh boy. Yeah. I haven't gotten into that yet on the channel. That's one of those like teachable moments. That'll be one of those like a very special episode of Micah Flies.
Yeah.
I saw you were doing a motocross thing.
I'm back.
Zach.
Yeah, I mean, my life has been going so well lately that I figured I'd be an idiot to not at least put myself in a position to ruin it.
Hold my beer.
Yep.
Zach, we're on the ground. We're waiting for cylinder head temp to come up. The question everybody asks me all the time is that your natural physique and how do I achieve it? The second question that I'll always ask is whatever happened to Zach? Zach, do you want to tell us whatever happened to Zach?
I'd rather answer the physique question. I will say that when you told me about the channel and I looked you up, the third thing that Google auto-populated was Micah Muzio shirtless.
Right?
Did you notice that? So, I mean, I only typed it in like 3,000 times, but it's obviously registered. Yeah.
The big question I think we can address here while we're waiting for cylinder head temp to get to 200, it's getting pretty close. Where have you been? You used to be with Kelley Blue Book, and now you are where?
I'm now with American Honda, which I think a lot of people already know of because they've probably seen a few videos that I've posted since then.
Yeah.
And we'll be doing even more video content in the future. I won't necessarily be in all of it. I'll be in more of the creative standpoint. Still around, still lurking on the YouTubes, but just in a very different way.
Yeah. People probably have questions about why'd you make the move? Can you put the microphone somewhat slightly more directly in front of your mouth so we can hear it? There we go. Don't be shy. Get on in there.
Besides hating you...
Yeah. Item number one. You know what I'm like.
Off camera, shirtless.
Yeah. Hey, Zach, oil me up, won't you?
What?
Wait, there's 200. You're going to have to hold that thought. We're going to get this baby rolling. Get some of that static again, which is annoying. Max power. Your max rate of climb at about 57 miles an hour. We'll pick up the word low.
Yeah, the last time I flew with you, we had quite a bit of issues with that radio. In fact, that radio looks pretty fancy. The other one you had was like that, basically the radio equivalent of a dot matrix printer. So.
All right, so we're outside of Long Beach's airspace. I'm going to make a quick call. And let's get personal, Zach. Helicopter 285, 5 miles west of Long Beach, west along the 405, 600.
Hey, look, a blimp. You flew that blimp.
I did not. That is a Zeppelin. That's the new one. I flew in the old one when it was a blimp. That has a rigid structure, Zach.
Okay.
A rigid structure. It's a world of difference.
All right, you didn't fly in that rigid airship.
Dirigible, Zach. Use the right word.
Okay.
Among the many responsibilities, including the safe operation of the helicopter, I get to be a dick.
Yeah.
Tower Torrance, altimeter 3006, westbound transition approved.
West transition approved, 90285. Can you spot your work from here?
Well, it's the one with all the solar panels on the roof. That's the easiest way to tell.
Well, that one has solar panels too. Is that you? Not as special as you thought you were, huh?
No. I didn't put the solar panels on, so I have no emotional connection to them.
That's not among your many responsibilities?
Yeah.
Yeah, so like what are your responsibilities now over at Honda? Like what do you do?
What would you say you do here? Beyond, just media outreach and attending press events and answering all the stupid questions that come from you. Work on press kits, and then obviously a big chunk of it is assets, so videos, and get to do a lot of creative stuff. What's really cool about American Honda, an amazing amount of free-flowing creativity and creative license to kind of do what you want. Yep, see how free-flowing and creative that is down there?
I can see it from the air. Yeah. We're at 600 feet, and I can see the free-flowing creativity.
We just gained like 500 feet.
The lift.
Yeah.
That's right, you don't have like gliders looping over the building all the time.
It's amazing, it really is.
Helicopter 285 requests right turn to the shoreline.
Helicopter 285, right turns approved, frequency change approved, good day.
Good day, 285. Someone with LAX now making a call as we get a little bit closer to the Manhattan, or to the...
Again?
What? Oh, that's not...
It sure is.
You said something about a town crier.
Come on, it's 10 knots right down the runway. How can you miss it?
Ooh.
This is getting juicy.
You've had that one before, huh?
What? What's happening here?
Did we like tap into like a Ralph's down there or something?
That's such a weird communication. I have
346 Los Angeles afternoon, preceded by company 4 mile final, wind 240 runway 24 right, clear to land.
Okay, I guess that is LAX. That's so weird. I've never heard that kind of like
9598 on after right, wind 2509, runway 24 left, clear for takeoff.
casual, jovial communication.
All right.
One question I always wondered, okay, so what was your favorite KBB video to do? Do you have a favorite?
Raptor was the first thing that came to mind.
By the way, I'm going to have to interrupt you because we have to call LAX here. That's called a tease, everybody. LAX Heli, helicopter 90285, Manhattan Beach Pier, request North Shoreline, transition 150 feet or below.
Copter 90285, squawk 0237, clear through above airspace along the shoreline at or below 150 feet, altimeter is 3007.
Squawk 0237, 100 feet or below, 925. All right, and this is the fun part, everybody. So when you fly past LAX, you don't get to fly at 150 feet or below along the shoreline. You have to fly that low to avoid the traffic flying out of LAX. Down we go.
Yeah, this is where you play the apocalypse now.
Yeah, so this is the time where you have to watch out for birds and kites and the occasional drone or radio-controlled aircraft, and you get to wave at people who are inclined to wave at low-flying helicopters.
Yeah, I was waving at somebody down there.
While we're gently enjoying the shoreline here, so that Raptor shoot was pretty darn stressful.
The lake, I started driving around out there, and you know, it was super heavy, so it took a lot of power just to get momentum enough to keep moving.
Yeah.
And so you're probably seeing some of the shots where the windshield wipers are going nuts, but I could not see anything. And luckily, you guys had set up a cone, and so I had to roll down the window in Ace Ventura style and stuck my head out the window, and that's how I got back. Because otherwise, I would not have even gotten back. If we had gotten stuck, I mean, I think you know what would have happened. Like, a tow truck can't go into a lake.
Avoiding bird.
I love the finished product and all that.
Yeah.
It wasn't fun through the duration of the shoot. Like something like Mirage or any of the, the other goofy videos. Those are fun kind of just from start to finish. If you want this video to go viral, all I got to do is just push this down about 20 degrees.
Hands off my cycling.
Yeah. All right. You're going to get a lot of subscribers.
I won't be here to enjoy them, but up we go. Santa Monica Tower, helicopter 90285, Marina Del Rey. We'd like to continue our north shoreline transition to the pier.
Transition approved, Santa Monica altimeter 3005. And when you get to the pier, what are you going to do?
We'd like a right turn at the pier towards Century City.
For 285, approved.
This guy's nice.
You should have said you're going to get some Dippin' Dots.
Yeah, I'm just going to grease it on in here. And, Zach, this is why I have a rope ladder.
So I think I'm going to have to do the interview cliche of role reversal, right?
Oh, yeah, what do you got?
Micah, how have you been doing since I've been gone?
Zach, that's a great question, and I'm glad you asked.
Well, you're going to be a great politician.
So I was really, really sad to see you go, because when you develop an on-camera and off-camera chemistry with somebody, that is so rare. It's so difficult to develop. But I was also excited about the possibility of you doing bigger, better things. And so I guess conflicted is the thing. And I also add that I really like Lynn Woodward, who I'm working with now. I think, was it Dr. Seuss said, don't be sad it ended, be happy it happened. Look, here's the fun moment we get to have when we fly, where we get to see all the LA traffic.
This is the Enstrom commercial. We're living it. We're living it.
Echo, you got to make a turn to the right. You can't go out there. That's the problem.
Ooh.
Someone's in trouble.
Someone's in trouble. It's going to be one of those contact the tower moments.
Captain 285, another helicopter. They look like helicopters. Two in my head. First, a VFR, frequency approved.
We're looking for that traffic. Frequency change approved. 285.
Okay.
I don't see the...
See where all the tall buildings are straight up.
Okay, yeah. Copper. Helicopter 285, Blue Whale, northeast towards Hollywood sign, 1,100.
Is that my call sign? Blue Whale?
And helicopter 285, we're approaching Hollywood Highlands, east, 1,300.
Yeah, who's approaching from the east at 1,300?
That's helicopter 9285. We'll pass behind you. I'm assuming you're the police helicopter heading north?
Yeah, we're going to be in this area. If you can bypass flying over downtown Hollywood, you're going to have 6 fighter jets flying low level, very high speed from west to east.
Oh, gotcha. We'll head immediately to downtown. Thanks for the heads up.
Thanks. It's supposed to happen at 17:30, 5:30.
Okay, we'll keep an eye out for that. Thanks.
Can we make sure we're in the air for that?
I'm definitely going to hang around here for that.
Jeez.
Low-level fighter jets? That's the best.
Oh my God!
Oh,
that must have been what I saw yesterday. I saw 6 F-15 Strike Eagles fly direct, like 1,000 feet over my house.
What?
I ran outside of my underpants.
Yeah. So there's no temporary flight restriction. We are allowed to be here, but we'll just make sure we.
Yeah, Idaho 9.
This crackle is maddening. Absolutely maddening.
I mean, you had a radio guy.
You put in a new radio. The radio was not the problem.
Oh, it was the guy?
Apparently, yes. You see any fighter jets, Zach, you be sure to tell me.
Yeah, didn't say exactly. They're coming directly over downtown? Is that what he said?
He didn't say, no, he said over Hollywood. Helicopter 285, Staples Center East, 1100. So while we have a few moments here, do you want to maybe set your phone under a leg or in a pocket or something like that? And
Cool. Am I just doing cyclic?
Sure. You've got the controls there, a little bit of aft. There you go. All right, we're going to keep it right about that attitude.
Okay.
I will point out that Zach is as close to a natural as I've ever flown with in the helicopter. We're going to do a left 180. So if you give me just a little left cyclic. There you go. Nice there. Keep that level.
The other one that was
good. Oh, man. LA looks about as majestic as I've ever seen it.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
There you go. Looking straight at downtown. Very nicely done, Zackington.
Oh, yeah.
I mean...
I believe that was the Thunderbird ground coordinator up on O2 there a second.
Thunderbirds. So it's not those F-15s.
And 1 out 6 over the Blue Whale eastbound 1,300 understand is an air show.
aircraft of the Blue Whale. Please turn south.
Roger that.
You're going to have 6 jets at very high speed at 1,000 coming descending from 2,000 from the west. You need to push south.
I'm going to take control for a second. Slow us down here, and we're just going to kind of ease on in. It's sort of a crazy thing that they're doing here, like with the general aviation mingling with the high-speed.
And Idaho, do you know if they're going to be climbing immediately, or are they going to maintain altitude for a little while?
Last time on the practice, they didn't climb till after they got well east of actual towards Silver Lake.
Silver Lake.
Thanks, sir.
It's right there.
527.
After 93 pump Blue Whale, eastbound 1,300.
Whoa.
Aircraft of the Blue Whale, you need to proceed southbound immediately.
This is really interesting. Just going to do a little...
Helicopter 1, Lima Sierra, just out of Burbank at the Griffith Park Observatory at 1,900. Yeah, we need you to clear out south. The Thunderbirds are about to roll through.
Sweet, the Thunderbirds. I'm so excited.
Coming through probably about 1,500.
The fabulous Thunderbirds are about to roll through.
And helicopter 9285 at the 71060. We're going to be westbound 1,000.
Hollywood traffic, LA Basin traffic. You got 6 fighter jets inbound from Santa Monica, low level, high speed, from west to east.
Got them.
Got them? There they are.
Yep.
That's sweet. Right in front of the Hollywood sign. So cool. Well, that was neat.
North Pass West U5 over to Burbank.
Wow.
And they're out.
Austin, did you see that? That was cool, yeah.
Helicopter 285, 560 westbound 1,000. Glad that all worked out.
Yeah, that was awesome.
I was amazed at like how many people were like in the way of the Thunderbirds,
Yeah.
and it still like kind of went for it. That's amazing. So we'll vector over towards Long Beach now. Up and over. Whee!
Upper 93 proper Staples, eastbound left hand over to downtown 1,400.
So we did a lot of videos together.
Yeah.
What was your favorite video?
The Raptor was tops in terms of epicness. I think some of the auto show videos might have been among my favorite. Because towards the end there, we started to get really weird.
With the plywood, the 4x8.
Yeah, the whole fight sequence.
That was at the end of the show. The show was like already closed. And then I had you, it was just you and Tim fighting. It got progressively worse. If you haven't seen it, you should watch it. Titan XD or something like that at
New York, I think, right?
Probably New York.
What I'm realizing is that the ones that really jump out to me are the ones that were not necessarily like we had so much fun, but more like we made something that I'm really, really proud of. I'm not sure if I've ever felt more relief than when I saw the orange of your parachute after like an unsettlingly long time of not being able to see it.
Yeah, I remember what happened when I jumped. I remember I told you where my holding area was going to be. You kept looking there, and then right when I opened, the wind had actually picked up a little bit and changed, so I changed my holding pattern to a completely different side. So
yeah.
I loved watching the GoPro video of you, just like, as you're descending, you're like, oh God, I just killed my subordinate, oh my God.
If you've never been in a position to think you've killed a subordinate, I don't recommend it.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm avoiding the birds here.
At least not on purpose. Another one right in front of you.
Up we go. It's birds, it's Thunderbirds.
Yeah, this is a bird-themed evening.
Getting too loco up here.
Yeah, we're going to have to go to El Pollo Loco after this.
Oh, yeah, so you got married. How's the married life treating you?
It's great. My wife's actually been out of the country for the last month, and I'm picking her up tonight from the airport.
And the Thunderbirds will be there.
Yeah, that's right.
They're everywhere you want to be.
That's how you know you made the right choice, is that, you miss her like crazy just after like a few days, right?
Yeah.
And she's gone for a month. So, that wasn't really a thing in the past when you're kind of like, oh, thank God they're gone. now I can do me.
I got Zach time.
Yeah. What is the most out-of-place helipad you've ever seen?
171 frequency change.
Have you seen one on top of like an Ono Hawaiian restaurant or something?
So when I was flying a couple weeks back in a hailstorm.
Yeah.
I wasn't trying to fly in a hailstorm. It just sort of happened to me. And I saw a house that had a helipad. I noted the location and thought, if this gets much worse, I'm going to land at their house.
Yeah.
I need to find more opportunities to use the Enstrom. Obviously, Catalina is a great destination.
Yeah.
Landing at the racetrack was a pretty cool thing. That time you and I flew up to do dirt track racing.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
that was a cool flight.
There are moments in your life where you feel like maybe I've made it. Maybe this is the best it's going to get. And I think for me, as the blades were still turning and they drove the rental car up and then we like hopped in and went to go drive sideways on an oval track on the dirt, I thought, you know what? Everything is about as good as it can be.
Yep.
Maybe we've peaked.
Yep. If that was the peak, I'm happy with that.
Balloons, a scourge. Look, heart-shaped balloons. Birds. So many birds. Okay.
Yeah.
I had to go low level, bro. So it may not be obvious, but you don't want to hit birds with your helicopter, and there's a lot of birds here. So I just had to dip down a couple hundred feet to avoid the worst of them, and now we'll go back up to proper altitude.
It's not a humanitarian thing.
I mean,
I break for seagulls.
Lobby Tower, Cherokee 262.
Helicopter 9285 across southward on our arrival, landing Ross.
Tower 285, report to tank farm.
Report tank farm 285. So Zach, as we're heading back towards Long Beach here.
Please, I'm creating. If I don't win an award for that shot.
So Zach, as we're approaching the touchdown here, is there anything you would want the audience to know about you? Do you want them to follow you somewhere on Instagram or something?
Follow him. Don't follow me.
Oh, you got a job as a hype man. Yeah. You need to be the guy that like follows me around with a mirror, so I can talk about. Notice how good I look.
Yep. Or just that that looks worse by comparison, so it makes you look even better.
Helicopter 285, tank farm.
Helicopter 285, landing at Ross with the on wrist.
Landing at Ross, got my wrist 285. Oh, I'm going to show you something here. Check this out. If you look at that airspeed indicator, note, we're doing 100 miles an hour.
All right.
This was previously impossible. That's the magic of having a real mechanic.
Helicopter 285, no delay to Ross, please.
No delay to Ross, 285.
Lobby Tower, Cherokee 262, like left turn in the river.
And we're on the ground. Now that the collective has been properly anchored in its lowered position thanks to the friction. Zach, it was a joy working with you, and it was a joy flying with you.
And you as well.
Freeze frame high five. I want to see how long we can hold this and have it not be uncomfortable. Fancy. What a pleasant surprise to get to see the Thunderbirds. That was so cool.
Awesome. Gotta look at that footy. Let me get this GoPro.
Stop tracking my face.